If you guys have watched this channel for a long time, you guys know that FIFA 19, I absolutely skipped over it because I played the beta and I was like, this is not good enough from FIFA, from EA. This is not good enough. And I decided that, you know what, I'm going to get PES 19. I had my boy Jay. He came over with me. So we both played FIFA 19 and FIFA 20. FIFA 19 and PES 19. I don't know why I keep trying to say FIFA 20. I ain't played it yet.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to see a lot of head-to-head stuff with PES and FIFA over the past couple of days. PES has announced that they're doing a partnership with Manchester United, Bayern Munich, and Juventus. Now, Juventus is the big one. Juventus, they ended up taking everything from FIFA. They took the whole license. They took the Juventus name. They took the Allianz Arena that's in Turin, and they also took the likeness of most of the players also. So I think this is there's reports now coming out that FIFA is now losing money off of this because of Ronaldo. Of course, it's the Ronaldo effect. It has to be. And they lost, I think, about $600 million just on this deal alone.
Wow.
What do you think about PES's movements, how Konami's making these deals happen and why they're making these deals happen? Because if you look at PES, of course they don't have all the license, but and FIFA does. But you're taking little teams. Do you think they're making big strides with that?
I think this is probably because this isn't the first time that we've seen Konami kind of make moves like this. A lot of people don't realize that, in fact, there was plenty of times when PES had licenses and we saw that FIFA kind of swooped in and took them. But I think this is probably one of the more instrumental, for lack of better terms, because at one point in time, if I'm not mistaken, PES had the Champions League
they did.
licensing, and this didn't serve really all that big of an impact towards FIFA. And it really didn't serve as big as an impact to them. But now you see, okay, they're picking up teams like Juventus, and I don't know if, I know you mentioned Manchester United, I don't know if Manchester United is going to kind of be...
It's not going to be as bad of a deal. We're still going to have Old Trafford on FIFA. They're still going to have, all the players scanned faces. It's not going to be the likeness. It's going to be the actual. You're still going to get Manchester United. But they took everything of Juventus. Yeah. And I think they still have Liverpool's stadium. I think they still have Anfield. I think they still have Anfield on PES only. But it's... I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter too much to me. If we were getting FIFA for sure, because we don't know yet, because we're still trying to see if the career mode is right. It doesn't matter too much to me if you're taking maybe a little bit of if you're taking Juventus, probably, because of course I'm not the biggest Juventus fan, but for people that they really want to play, a master league with Juventus and just get the full authentic feel, I guess, I can see why this would definitely benefit you if you're a PES player.
And like I said, with this is kind of actually pretty big. And like I said, we talked about the Ronaldo effect and kind of how big this is. And if I'm not mistaken, Ronaldo was on a lot of PES games before he had, kind of had that run with the FIFA games. So it could be something instrumental. Now, is Manchester United now going to be on FIFA and PES, or how are they going about this partnership?
Like I was saying, they so basically what the Manchester United partnership was they get to rescan the players' faces, so you get to see it's like a more up-to-date Paul Pogba. You got to see I think Scott McTominay, he wasn't on FIFA, his actual face wasn't on FIFA, he was on FIFA, but it was his likeness and his traits, but they got his face. So I don't think they're going to even have players like Scott McTominay, probably Tahith Chong on FIFA, but they'll have those players on PES, which is cool for me being a United fan. It's like, okay, that's sweet. They're going to be able to get they're not going to be Manchester Red. They're going to be Manchester United. So they're going to get the kits. They got the new kits already on there. And because, PES didn't have Manchester United at first, so they get to get everything. But no, Manchester United will still be on FIFA, just not as updated. You will get the kits. You'll probably still be in Old Trafford.
Okay.
Yeah. And so me and you, just to further the conversation, we've been just trying to decide, like, are we going to jump back into FIFA or are we going to stay with PES? Because if you look at, for right now, if you look what PES has talked a lot about their Master League so far.
Mm-hmm.
So here's some of the screenshots. I'll probably put them up on the screen right now. It has like realistic transfers, and you can see Diego Maradona right there. You could play as Johan Cruyff in the Master League. RIP to him. What an amazing player he was. And also you can customize sponsor logos that will show up in the display and the backdrops of interviews. So obviously there's going to be interviews like in the Master League, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it seems like when it comes to the things that we love, PES is given that extra where FIFA has always kind of just stayed back from that. But we do on the FIFA side, we do have the Volta football. Have you heard about that yet?
I have not.
All right, so the Volta football thing is and I haven't talked too much about it on this channel yet, so I'm going to kind of go a little bit in depth. Volta football is basically FIFA Street. And
I have heard of it.
Yeah. So you get to create your own character, and you have this like street gameplay, and there's going to be kind of like a story mode with it, and there's also going to be online, and it's supposed to be kind of like pro clubs, so it could be like 5v5. So it sounds dope, but we gotta hear FIFA side of their career mode. You know what I'm saying?
Now, the Master League, because we know that PES, and one of kind of the biggest things that we have figured out, and we play a lot of Master League. I think it's Master League.
Yeah.
We play a lot of this, obviously, offline. Now, we got all these customizations, but then my question becomes okay, how does that factor into co-op? Because we have it where, we can create a team, and pretty much you have players that have dedicated a time to creating all these likeness of these players so that you can use them in PES. But the problem comes in is that when you're trying to play co-op with, a buddy, you could play on the same console and they're letting you know, hey, you're some licensing that's going on, you can't use this content.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, well, is it really all that useful? Because some people, they're going to play single player, but the biggest thing that Master League really needs is either, an online co-op, where you can play a franchise or a season mode. And like I said, I think that would be really amazing. But awesome. Even if you do not have that, just merely being able to utilize all of these things with another player. I mean, if you can't even play on the same console with the same player and have all of these background sponsorships and whatnot, then it's pointless.
Yeah, the kits and stuff that you create, they just make you go back to the Manchester blue, Manchester red kind of kits. No, I remember that. Hopefully they get that fixed, because it's the worst thing is that you are on the same console playing offline. Yeah. Like there's no reason to even have that. Like,
exactly.
You're not really breaking any copyright rules with that, especially if you're offline and stuff like that. But I think we got to wait and see when it comes to career mode stuff. I think we got to wait and see what FIFA has mid-July to late July. We should be hearing a lot about that. We're definitely going to hit you guys back up on the Soul Dojo and kind of break that down and see if which one we're really going to be getting. But of course, FIFA always has that edge, because it's like, I play pro clubs, even though it's the same, I can still get on pro clubs or whatever. And it's really going to be great. Any last words on just what's going on with the licensing with PES and FIFA?
No, I'm interested in seeing once FIFA kind of announces what they're going to do and we can see a little bit more from PES, we'll be able to break both of them down and truly kind of dive into the nitty gritty.
Right. You guys are going to hear a lot more of this kind of commentary, this kind of video, because me and Jay are just really diving deeper into the Soul Dojo, working together a lot more now. You're going to be seeing him, hearing his voice, get used to it. He ain't the goodest, he ain't the best looking cat, but But just make sure you guys subscribe, because we're changing around the Soul Dojo. We're changing the look of it. We're changing how we operate things here, and I'm really excited for it. Also, we're going to start an Instagram very, very soon, and man, just make sure you guys subscribe. Get in the comments. How do you feel about FIFA? How do you feel about PES? And just let us know, man. I've been Curtis Russell with the Soul Dojo, and that's been
G. Allen.
And we'll hit you guys later, all right? Peace.
Viewers beware. Smart but still ain't knowing nothing. Sick and sipping Robitussin. Hella not myself today. Give it a sec, the flow is coming. Be the type of dude you wanna ask him if he holding something. Got that high tech store bought, rolling up with. Be in the section with the people that I'm smoking with. Hit it then I hold it in, hold it then I choke again. I'm that socialist, vocalist. You show your friends more to corruption than some Donald Trump emoluments. That really says a lot about society. Now